They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Human Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Tulane Green Wave. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will take the field first. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
But they need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
The Chanticleers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. Kick is in the air. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. And, Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him. Sometimes you play zone. Mix it up. Give different looks because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Chanticleers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the shotgun on third down. He's got an open man. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Going to swing it on second down. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. After the misfire, it's third down. He's got it down the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Chanticleers headed quickly to the line.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. He'll do it himself. good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
Off play action. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can flip the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Great place to start for this offense. Off-play action on first down. Turns it loose deep. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Chanticleers want to pick up the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo.
There he goes. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Chanticleers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
And the Chanticleers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Handoff from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They boot it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times...
Turning it on! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The shot that clears come to the line in the hurry-up. Rides the back on the option, the give. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Up-tempo for the offense.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's got it on the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Got a man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quick tempo here for the offense. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The short hands, it's Wall. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. Hunt is on its way. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Working that left side. Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Lane. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. The Green Wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Well, he might as well have dropped it because he didn't get enough for the first down, and the punting unit is on the field. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Punt is in the air. Looks it in at the 40. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kid for this young man.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the Chanticleers want to move quickly. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. A strike downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Working on the right. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Man, this quarterback is having a 1st half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Wide open downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Coastal.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Purdue managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Lafayette had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Oh, he's got some space. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him. So he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. He's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. To the air on second down. Looking left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Creates a little room. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Tulane right back to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for space, it's Higgins. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today. This one from 34 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got room to work. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Chanticleers with the 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Chanticleers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. On the move and looking deep. Makes the grab. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Chanticleers will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on! They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. To let that one get away from them, they look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Makes the grab. It's Wall. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Chanticleers decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Lane. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. The quick out. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete in the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown, Green Wave! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Boston College showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. The shot that clears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the big tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation, and with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
And the shot that clears will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got his man down the middle. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosion.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the RPO, complete.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the 1st.
Wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Lane. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Tulane right back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Trying play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. From the gun, the ground game. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Chanticleers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Chanticleers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Rides to back and leaves it. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Finding open areas. Got the 1st down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Tulane right back to the line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Lane. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Greenway. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Trying to bully their way in. He's not going to get there as the defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion attempt, and it remains a 5-point game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The shot that clears will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looking for room. It's Higgins. Oh, he's got some space. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Tulane right back to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Lane. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Nice move to pick up yardage. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
It's a turnover on downs.
Gives it on the option. Gets it past the marker. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. Pulls it in. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
To the ground with the back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's reeled in. It's Lane. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They go right back to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the shot to clears are in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So no dice on 3rd down, and they'll punt it away on 4th. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the returner will be dragged down. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tulane! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Georgia Tech is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Yellow Jackets fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off. And even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum.
There he goes. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The shot that clears will send out the punt unit.
Let's make some noise. It's fourth down.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Tulane right back to the line.
Brings up second down.
Now the play fake. Got his man quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the pass.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on third and short. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
On to punt it away.
And the returner will be knocked down. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Chanticleers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. Complete downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Just keep slinging it. Another incompletion on third down. The Chanticleers will call on their punt team. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Tulane now facing third and forever. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. A little screen to the running back. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different, because right now it's just a sack party.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
It's a turnover on down.
He makes a catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Coastal Carolina, 14.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Wall. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
The play action fake. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Quickly to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Quarterback on the keeper. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. And you want that clock to run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
Man, I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He'll pull it on the read. He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Green Wave! And the punishment has been extended. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
40, Coastal Carolina, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the shot that clears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Red pass, it's complete.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
3rd down play from the gun. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Motion from the wide receiver. The big fullback's got it. Got a little space. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The shot that clears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Burleson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. It would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch with your coaches, and you're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.